And that's the opening bell, round one. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Those counter punches have to hurt. They exchange punches. Good counter punch. Nice counter shot. That jab misses. That uppercut misses. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. Missing with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about Jukan in that last round.
Switch shot, switch shot.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punching. Punch, counter punch. The perfect counter lands. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
That counter shot lands. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he scores with the counter. A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Beautiful counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jukan in that last round. Let's get it started in round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's a counter shot. That punch lands. That left hook misses. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter shot. Nice punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Zhukan. And there's the bell for round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well done with that counter shot. Catch and shoot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice counter punch. Perfect counter shot. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. This is a high-octane battle. Nice counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Zhukan in that last round. That bell could not back into the fray here in round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They exchange punches. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Catch and shoot. There's a counter shot. That jab doesn't score. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see. There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you got to get some before you get in close.
Well done with that counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. The monster, dazed. How did they not go down?
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Jukan just got caught. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Good counter punching. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. Here we go, it's round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How about that time counter shot? The courage on display here is incredible. Punch, counter punch. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You don't want to trade shots. Good counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? That counter shot lands. No rest for the weary. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jukan. There's the bell to start round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Catch and shoot. Do you believe what we are seeing? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
The straight right just misses. A perfect counter shot. Khan, the monster, in trouble. And he just put the monster on the canvas. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4. You okay?
No surprise there,